I've seen that before. I've seen that before. I've seen this before. I've seen that before. I've seen that color before. I've seen that color before. I've seen that cloud shape before. I've seen that sign before. Or a sign like it. I've seen that turn signal before. How do you think doctors heal people? They've seen it before. How does a doctor heal somebody? They've seen it before. And they know what the solution is. You can do that yourself. You can actually pay attention to what food you eat or you don't eat and how it affects you. That little box on the side of the road, I've seen them before. There's another one. There's another little box on the side of the road. There's another one. There's a fence. I've seen it all before. So I've seen a church. I've seen it before. I've seen a church before. So if you've seen it all before and it repeats, and the Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. And somebody might say, well, what about the cars? The technology. Well, a car is still a car. Doesn't matter if it's a horse and buggy. Doesn't matter if it's a Ford Edsel. Doesn't matter if it's a Camaro. Doesn't matter if it's a skateboard. It's still a transportation device. It still has wheels. You've seen wheels before, right? You've seen plastic before. You've seen metal before. The more man makes technology, the more technology enslaves him. And so, because technology is an image of man. I know you don't understand what I just said, most of you. Some of you do. If God made man in his image, what does man make? He tries to make stuff in his image. Like if you look at the front of this car, it's got two headlights. Why do they make the front of a car look like a face? Man cannot make something without it pointing to a deeper truth because the source is God. But man makes a machine in his own image to worship himself. God made man in his image, man to worship God. What man makes, he thinks it's this big deal, something great, you know. Some big deal, right? Can you make the earth? Can you make the stars, the moon? Can you make the clouds? Can you make all this? They might be trying to make clouds now, but it's not. The chemtrail clouds don't look like those kind of clouds. They look like just a dark fog over the place. Man trying to geo engineer Earth is blowing my mind. They really think they can do it. All that stuff in Star Trek, they wanted to make the series, the Star Trek series is man worshiping himself, you know. That's pretty much what they're trying to say. And they looked at the Q. There was a type and shadow of God. The Q was like a God. And they pretty much made Q look bad. Omnipotent creature, you know. It was an omnipotent creature called Q. And they tried to make Q look like the bad guy, you know. But they tried to lift man up like he had compassion and mankind was wonderful, but Star Trek left one part out. Man is born in sin. Mankind is born in sin. In sin did your mother conceive you. And you know, if you say that to certain people, it'll make them mad. I wasn't born in sin. My mama didn't birth me into... I mean, it really makes some people mad when you say you're born in sin, you're a sinner. They can't accept it, you know. I built that walkway. Do I worship myself because I built something? No. I think God gave me the energy, the strength to know how to make a little walkway, right? Free, almost pretty much free, almost free. Not completely free, but almost free. Mankind worships himself when you take it to the nth degree.